What's up, everybody? Paul Hickey here with your data-driven daily tip. Fortunate enough for me, we love change at Data-Driven Design. It's one of our differentiators. We absolutely love when things change, and things keep changing with our friends at Google Search Console. It used to be called Google Webmaster Tools. Then it changed its name to Google Search Console and totally changed its UI around. But it's very, very important. Google Search Console is the only way really to understand where your website ranks on Google and understand the data around your search presence, but also it's the only way to really truly let Google know that your website exists and to find out if it's healthy and to submit a sitemap to Google and to get information on whether or not Google sees your site, whether it's indexing your site, what problems it's having, maybe viewing or indexing pages on your site, and then what to do about them. So it is probably the most valuable and the most underrated tool in all of web design and development. And so I'm going to show you today, again, the new way to verify your site with Google Search Console, which is the first step in all of those things that I just talked to you about. So for those of you listening on the podcast, you're going to be able to follow along just fine. For those of you watching my screen, I'm going to walk you through. Here we go. So now when you go to google.com/webmasters, it's going to redirect you to the Google Search Console. You're going to log in. You're going to be logged in with your Google account or log in with your Google account. And then after you do that, you're going to see a screen that looks like this on my screen. It'll say Google Search Console at the top, search property with a drop down. You're just going to type in under new property, you're going to type in the property, and then it's going to open up a little modal window that says select property type. There's this new thing called the domain property versus the URL prefix. You want a domain property, and here's why. Because it's going to cover your www dot, it's going to cover your HTTP, your HTTPS, all of that stuff, okay? So when you do that, it is going to require DNS verification. So if you're launching your website or whoever's launching your website for you, and if it's us, we make sure that this gets done for you, you are going to have to create a TXT record in your DNS. So here's how we're doing that with a domain property. You type in just website.com, okay? When you type in website.com, after clicking add property, in this case I'm typing in masterskitchenbath.com, I'm clicking continue, and it's going to give me a Google site verification code. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over into my DNS host, and I'm going to create a TXT record with the host field as @ and the value as that Google site verification. I'm going to click verify. Initially, it's going to say ownership verification failed. That's fine because I'm going to verify later. It's going to take usually maybe 10 to 12 hours to actually have the DNS propagate enough so that your website actually gets verified by Google. And if you're using WP Engine, I would highly recommend you go into WP Engine on your WordPress site, up at the top left-hand corner of your dashboard, click the general settings, and then click purge all caches. That's going to help speed things up. And so then what you're going to do is come back later, and it might need to be hours later. I'm not sure. You could try minutes later, but maybe come back 2 or 3 hours later to your Google Search Console. Scroll all the way down under not verified. Find the domain property that you tried to set up earlier. Click verify, and then it should say ownership auto verified, and it'll allow you to click right in, see the search data, and start submitting your site maps and all the things that you need to do to keep your site healthy and indexable by Google, and of course get the data that you need to see where your website ranks on Google. My friends, this has been your data-driven daily tip. For more free digital marketing tips, go to dataoveropinions.com. To up your digital marketing game, go to datadrivenacademy.org and sign up for less than $80 a month. You can get access to myself and the rest of our team. Some one-on-one sessions, some group sessions, live access sessions, but it's personalized advice that's super, super valuable for your business for less than $80 a month. And lessons on Facebook ads, Google Analytics, content strategy, Instagram, all sorts of stuff, Alexa flash briefings, everything that you could imagine, lessons on all of it. Check out the podcast. Of course, it's free, datadrivenpodcast.com, the Alexa flash briefing at datadrivendaily.com, the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Paul Hickey. Please subscribe there. And did you know that you don't really have to log into Google Analytics anymore to check your website data? That's right. You can just ask Alexa. You can ask Alexa how your web traffic is doing now. And how you do that is go to askdatadrivendesign.com and request a free trial, and you will get access to our premium Alexa skill for free, which allows you to ask Alexa how your web traffic is doing. Completely frictionless experience, my friends. This has been your Data Driven Daily Tip. I'm Paul Hickey. Thanks, and have a great day.